Seeing is believing is the adage that suggests that sight is the clearest of the senses, more accurate than hearing, and more informative than touch, smell, and taste. However, up to this point, Moshe Rabbeinu has been telling the Jewish people to listen to his final words of warning, to hear the mitzvahs which they have learnt previously and of which he is now reminding them. In fact, the verb Shema here occurs 30 times in the previous two Sedras and impresses upon us the importance of absorbing everything that we hear with our ears. And that's why it's no surprise that the greatest declaration of our faith is known as the Shema. So why do we now switch senses? Why do we read in the Torah, Re'eh, see, I place before you today a blessing and a curse, only then to revert to being told that the blessings will come about if we listen to the mitzvahs? What's the difference between seeing and hearing? Well, hearing allows us to perceive something even when it's a distance from us, even before it's visible, whereas sight is limited to something that's closer to us, more within our reach. Throughout life, we face many different situations, a variety of options and a choice of responses. But how clearly do we know the consequences of our actions? Well, the only way to discern the difference between what is a blessing and what's a curse is to see, is to open our eyes to the reality of what's good and what isn't. As we're about to begin the month of Elul, we can clearly see now that the awesome days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are not so far off. And that is why for the whole month we blow the shofar every day, so that we hear and understand that although not yet quite in sight, it won't be long before a new year arrives. May we see it be full of blessing. Good Shabbos.